Welcome back to the LPR Trading YouTube channel. This is Dave again. I've got a video for you here today talking about journals. Now, this is the journal I use. This is called Journalytics. What happens is when I execute trades on Jigsaw, it auto imports the trades into Journalytics. It gives me a ton of metrics and it gives me a nice calendar overview like we're looking at right now. Without getting into all the fine details, I want to show you the value you can get from just looking at a calendar overview like this. I know some other program softwares and web-based journaling programs do the same thing. This is what I use, so this is what we're going to talk about. Now, what we have here, disregard the P&L. It's wrong. It's short by a little bit because I have to manually tell Journalytics what I want my commissions to be, and I purposely set them a little bit high. Okay, so they're higher than they should be. This is going to be off by a few $100 or $500, whatever. It doesn't matter. The P&L really doesn't matter at this point. It gives us total trade count, and it gives us my win rate or win percentage for the month. So this is the month of August. I missed a whole week of trading here, as you can see. Each of these blue days are days that we were green or in the money, and these red days are our losing days. Now, I made a few mistakes this month. I'm going to sort of give you my loss parameters here for the month of August because it's typically a slower month. I usually want to try and max loss on the day around $500. Okay, so if we look at this max DD, this is max daily drawdown. So we can see on this day we were good. We never reached a drawdown of $500. This day we did. We got stopped out. We were red. This day we hit our max loss, took more trades, and did green. Is this good? No. This is something I've noted in my journal that we cannot be doing this. Now, I made two mistakes to go into my max loss, and I did this on 2 days. I made two mistakes that were essentially my fault, but not my fault. They were hockey errors. So I know the losses didn't come because I didn't see things right or I mismanaged a trade. It was a user error, okay? So this is why on these 2 days I gave myself that leniency. We look at this day right here. Actually, I'm just going to get the green out right here. And we're just going to go by max daily drawdown if we followed the rule to stop at our max daily drawdown. Yes, yes, we stopped out. This guy, no, yes, 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 no, yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we look at the 15 days of the month that we traded. Only 2 days we went over our max daily drawdown. And continue trading. Luckily, we ended up green. Like I said, the reason why I did it on this day was because I made an error. This day, I got super stubborn with the market. I knew what I knew. I knew what the trade was. And I don't recommend doing this, but I'm being super transparent and showing you my mistakes here. I knew what the trade was, and I knew I just couldn't get the entry right. So I continued to trade. And if I'm being perfectly honest, the trade that ended up winning, I told myself, this is your last shot at it. Okay, this is your last shot and you're done after this. I did bend the rules a little bit here. I do not recommend it. Again, I'm being transparent. This is a mistake. I ran a 20% win rate that day. There were small losses that added up, but I was trying to catch that one trade. And it was one trade that took me from my max daily drawdown into the green. Okay? So when we look at that, we get information there. Say, okay, most of the days I followed my rules. The days I didn't, why didn't I follow my rules? Let's address that for the next month. The next thing that we can look at here is win percentage on each day. Not that it matters. What we want to make sure, though, is if we're making 3 times our money on our winners, we want to make sure our win rate is at least above 35 or 40%. Now, how do we know that? Well, I usually don't go trade by trade, but I go day by day. What I look at is what is my max daily drawdown and what was my max gain or P&L on the day. So my max daily drawdown here was $148. My P&L was $834. Well, that means I made 4 or 5 times my max daily drawdown. Let's keep going. This was the bad day right here. Max daily drawdown, 150. P&L almost 400. So over 2 times what we would have lost on that day. 188, 6 and change, over 3 times. Max daily drawdown, $25. P&L, $970. Not sure the math, do the math, but it's like 40 to 1 or something like that. This one right here, scratch day. We were down 100. We ended with 762. We were down 40. Ended with 414. 2-to-1 day here. This day right here, about 10-to-1. This day right here, the other bad day, scratch day, and this day right here, 3 or 4-to-1 day. So these are some things that you can see looking at your trading journal and say, okay, am I really going into a heavy drawdown, not getting a lot of good trades, and then all of a sudden hitting one good winner, for example, like this day? Because back years ago, these are what my P&Ls used to look like. Lose, 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 lose. Not losing on good trades either. Losing on being stubborn. And I'd be so far in the hole that I would have to bank on the Hail Mary trade to really rally me back and get me into business. Now, the way that we trade in the room, or the way that I trade in the room, and I tell the students to trade in the room, is size into the trade appropriately with a market lawyer mindset when you have pieces of evidence to go with the puzzle that you've laid out. The more pieces of evidence you have, the bigger you get in the trade. Less pieces of evidence you have, the smaller you get in the trade. I just told the chat room today, through the month of August so far, 15 trading days, I've had 4 trades where I actually got full size on. Why? It's August. It's not presenting ideal opportunity, so I'll get in 25, 50, or 75%. I've only ever hit 4 trades all August full size. Now, this is a problem for some people because some people will get in a trade and they'll win and they'll say, oh, damn, I should have been full size. Why? Because you won? That's so nonsense. If the trade did not give you your criteria to get full size, you cannot get full size. Now, this goes back to making your trading plan and your trading playbook, okay? This is where you need to go back and really hone in your skills and say, when do I do what and how do I do it? Because if you're just guessing and flying by the seat of your pants, you're in big trouble. So this is just a simple calendar view. And what we can see here, like I said, I'm maintaining a 42% win rate or 46% win rate. So pretty much I'm a coin flip, right? Now, what am I doing? I'm flipping a coin for 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 times my money every day, right? Or 10 times my risk every day. So if I can flip a coin for 10 times my risk, or 5 times my risk, or 4 times my risk, we're doing the right things, right? If I told you, I've got a coin, it's a quarter. If it lands on heads, I owe you $100, or I owe you $1,000. If it lands on tails, you owe me 100. Are you going to play? Yeah, I think you should play. It's a 50-50 shot that you're going to make 10-to-1 on your money. Ultimately, at the end of the day, even if I win 6 times, 100, 100, 100, you owe me 600. Are you going to be nervous? Nope. Because you know the coin has 2 sides, heads or tails. As soon as it hits your side, you make 1,000. Then it hits your side again, and you make another 1,000, another 1,000, another 1,000. All of a sudden, you're up $3,400 because you can physically see this coin, and you know it has 2 sides. Without having a journal or a plan or a playbook, you are flipping a coin that doesn't exist. You do not know how many sides the coin has, you can't see your numbers, and you can't be confident in the trades you're taking. This is why you have to do this, right? We have to establish what is our win rate, what is our max drawdown on any given day versus our max gains or P&Ls. And then this is going to fit that coin together for you. Listen, you might be a trader with a 30% win rate, but when you win, you make 10 times your money. You're gonna win. You're a winning trader. You just have to know that you're flipping a 3-sided coin now, right? And you're only gonna win 1 out of every 3 times, but when you do, you're gonna win 10 extra money. So that said, guys, I just want to give you a very high-level overview of how I journal my journal. Again, it's all in auto import. There's a ton more metrics that I don't even want to get into, but I just wanted to give you the bare basics of the amount of information you can get just from a view like this to break down all these numbers it gives you, analyze your performance, and make yourself a better trader. Thanks, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll chat soon.